Hello, welcome to Access. I'm Rob. Joining us is Hollie.
Hey guys.
Hollie, this is Uncharted: The Lost Legacy.
Oh my god.
Specifically, 6 things you need to know about Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. Now, this trailer was really cool when we saw it this morning.
This was
At
genuinely
PSX.
amazing.
We spent, this trailer's about 8 minutes long. We spent about 7.5 of those minutes not knowing what we were watching. Which was really cool, just wondering, is it this?
I think I guessed quite early on, and I grabbed Rob and was like, "Oh my god, Rob!" And you were like, "Shh, don't tell me."
Don't tell me what you think.
Yeah, you're like, "Don't tell me what you think. Don't know spoilers." But this is absolutely visually stunning. And when you were in the room, I don't know how much people might have seen on the live stream, but when you're in the room, when people clock that they're seeing gameplay,
Yeah.
this like ripple goes through the crowd of like, "Oh my god, that's the game. That's the game. Because that's always the hallmark, right? That when it's actually in game.
So what's our first point, Hollie?
Okay, so the first point is pretty much what we've just been talking about. It's actually about the characters. So yes, this is an Uncharted game. No, you will not be playing as Nathan Drake. You'll be playing as Chloe, who we see here,
Yep.
and Nadine, who for me is one of the badasses of the Uncharted series. I think Nadine.
I love
is
Nadine.
Very cool.
I said in our roundup video that there was one time I really enjoyed getting my ass kicked was when I was getting my ass kicked by Nadine in Uncharted 4. She is awesome.
And she is, and I think Chloe is as well. I think she's one of these characters that maybe early on wasn't really thought about or fleshed out the way she could have been, and that I think that's what they want to do here. So I'm really excited to see Chloe stand alone and not be like a set piece to Nathan Drake. Not that she was a bad character, of course, she was still awesome, but I'm really happy that she's sort of taking center stage.
Yeah, it's really cool to see more of her story explored, isn't it?
It really is. She seems like that kind of character who's obviously got a cool past. You know, she's ended up being a complete badass. How?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, I'm really interested to find out how she knows Nadine.
And me, actually. Like,
how did they meet? How do they know each other? What's their relationship going to be like? It's a cool thing to explore.
mate, that's a dangerous pair.
It is.
That is two very, very dangerous people.
I wouldn't cross. You can see it's Chloe there.
That's,
Now you know it's
know.
Chloe. You're like, yes, I can see it.
It's beautiful.
Point number 2.
Okay, so for this one, I've got when is it set. So for anybody who has played Uncharted 4, you need to know this is set after Uncharted 4.
So Nadine has already encountered the brothers Drake by this point.
And she got away because obviously at the end of that, spoilers.
Uncharted 4 spoilers.
Yeah, Nadine, it's sort of just she's assisting the main bad guy, and she was like, you know what, I'm
fed
done.
up with this.
Yeah, you're an ass. I'm done. I'm taking my boat and I'm going.
I love that bit when Nadine's like, you can do whatever the hell you want. I don't care. I'm going now. I'm sick of you lot. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of your brother. That was one of my favourite
I'm taking my gold. So it was kind of like she just sort of sailed out. So I'm actually kind of glad she's back because, again, I want to see more of her.
Yeah.
Her story was really interesting.
Yeah.
So, yes, this is set afterwards. But in terms of what we're seeing now, this is actually the start, the beginning part of the story expansion itself.
Yeah, so this trailer, they've confirmed it is the opening of the Lost Legacy, the start of the game.
Yeah.
And look at her little stealth.
Look at that.
The stealth gameplay here. Oh, it's awesome.
It's just beautifully done. It's this proper Naughty Dog. Brilliant. It's like that little bit where she's sort of little trot where she's sort of running quickly.
Yeah.
It's just so well done.
And point number 3, if you're expecting this to be like just a DLC add-on to Uncharted 4, it's not going to be that. Naughty Dog is seeing it as like a standalone expansion.
Yes.
It's a standalone story expansion. They've said it's the
Sorry.
lockpicking. Yeah.
I just pointed at the screen and went,
We've got entirely new gameplay mechanics. It's not Uncharted 4. It's not add-on. It's essentially a game in its own right.
Yeah.
They've said it's bigger than Left Behind, the story expansion for The Last of Us, which was
incredible.
Quite substantial.
Yeah.
But not as long as Uncharted 4. So
Yeah.
it's going to be, I would imagine,
Meaty.
a decent-sized game.
Yeah, they're very, very clear. It sort of started as DLC, but really this is a story expansion, and it is standalone. So maybe you're not massively into the Uncharted series, maybe having a chance to pick it up, but this will work on its own.
Yeah, so
That's very
you won't
interesting.
need to have played Uncharted 4,
No.
I don't think, or you won't even need to own Uncharted 4 to be able to get into The Lost Legacy, which is really cool.
Which is really interesting. So my next point, I've put setting.
Yeah.
Because anyone who has played Uncharted knows that it really is all about the grandeur of the location. And that's really important. So the whole thing we're seeing here, so the whole story expansion is set in India.
Yeah.
And India, as you know, is a beautifully rich country that provides lots of different landscapes.
It's very diverse. It's like they've said it's perfect for Uncharted, isn't it? India, you've got.
It really is.
This is like a war-torn urban setting, but obviously India it's got temples, it's got beautiful lush jungle areas, it's got rivers, it's got mountains. It's your quintessential Uncharted setting, really, isn't it?
It really is. But they wouldn't tell us exactly outside of what we're seeing here, which is the city stuff, because they didn't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
But they said it does have all the hallmarks of Uncharted. So there's running and climbing, and they just said death-defying escapes. So it's
That's
all
all I
in
want.
India.
That's all I want from my Uncharted. Just a load of death-defying escapes.
And witty quips.
Yes. And now we're going to get those with Chloe.
Which is really exciting.
Which is, I think it's going to lend a whole different dynamic to the gameplay, isn't it? Which kind of leads into our next point.
Which it does, which is, I've just written, it's different.
Yes.
And that's what I think really you're about to see as this trailer moves on, especially if you've already seen the trailer. You're playing as her, all right? It's not a reskin. This means everything is different. Chloe doesn't fight like Nathan.
No, she doesn't move like him. She
No.
doesn't control like
No.
him.
She doesn't talk or think or act like him.
So it's, Uncharted has been, up until now, so built around the movement and the kind of clumsy, just scraping through lucky style of Nathan Drake.
Brawling,
he kind of just, he's like a kind of man he's not really an expert fighter, who just somehow manages to luck his way through every encounter he has. Whereas Chloe is...
She's skilled.
She is skilled. I mean, Nadine is incredibly skilled.
She's
the best fighter in the Uncharted series by a long way.
Best fighter in the world.
Yeah, in the world, actually, yeah.
But yeah, so do expect a different style when you're playing as Chloe. Naughty Dog already said not as brawly.
Not as brawly, a bit more finessed. I mean, this bit of the trailer now, we're going to see a bit of Chloe's fighting style here.
I mean, it's just... this is it. She's trained.
Bang. That is... I can't wait to do this. Like, they've obviously really focused on the melee combat for this. I know there's going to be running and gunning, but this looks really satisfying.
She's exactly what she's doing.
Oh, elbow in the face. Have it.
She's doing none of it. Look at her. Absolutely just perfection.
Oh, now Nadine's in there. You don't want to mess with Nadine. Do not want to mess. Anyway, point number 6, Holly, before this trailer wraps up.
Okay, point number 6 is the story, and that is the fact that we don't know an awful lot, unsurprisingly, Naughty Dog are keeping the card close to their chest. But we are tracking down the tusk of Ganesh, so we are still hunting treasure.
I like to have a nice,
reveal.
mysterious MacGuffin to track down.
It is, and it is very much, as it says here, it's still an Uncharted game. We're still hunting treasure. But this is going to be less supernatural, maybe not like Uncharted 2. It's going to be very grounded. Amazing. Well, there are 6 things you need to know about Uncharted, The Lost Legacy, outside of the fact that it's going to be great and that you should all be really excited and that you should play it. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Let us know in the comments what you think of Uncharted, The Lost Legacy, if you're excited to play it. And please do stay tuned, as we've still got loads more videos coming up from PSX.